Do I think business and ethics can be combined? I think business and ethics have got to be combined. I think that without ethical business practice, consumers will be robbed of service. They'll be robbed of getting the best value for what they're paying. I think also the society in general will be robbed as well. Just looking at things like the environment, if there wasn't ethical practice around stuff to do with the environment, then lots of business would continue to do stuff unethically as far as the society is concerned. I also think from an ethical standpoint as well, the whole issue of diversity in business is important. The whole notion of having equal pay for women and equal pay for people of diverse backgrounds, and also making it a level playing field for people from an ethnic background and also for women to enter in business and the place of work. As someone who is spiritual and who I classify myself as a Christian, I think that from that perspective as well, I ensure that everything I do is done from an ethical and a moral standpoint, and I prefer to do business with persons who operate their business from that perspective. So it's not a question as to whether or not they can be combined. I think that's the only way to operate business, is to do it from a standpoint of being ethical and moral about anything that you do. It's simple things like ensuring you pay your suppliers on time. That's being ethical. Ensuring that you pay your employees on time and you pay them the right wage and the fair wage as well is being operating ethical. And sticking to your word. If you have agreed to contractual terms in terms of what you will deliver from your business, either to your employees or to suppliers or whoever, you have got to deliver on those. And it's from those perspectives that I think that there's no question about it from my perspective, that you cannot separate ethics from business. So what motivates me towards for me to keep working and striving forward? The thing with me is that what brings me most joy is to see others succeed. So success means different things to different people. And for me, success is not about money. Yes, I do need money. I like nice things. I like to live in a comfortable house, and I like to drive a nice car. I like to take care of my family. But for me, it's not the end all and be all of everything, because I've lived a life without money. I've made lots of money and I've lost lots of money. So money is not a motivator for me. What motivates me is to see others succeed. So if I can just change a person's life by just 0.1 degree, not an entire degree, just 0.1 degree. Because if you're traveling in a straight line and you just shift 0.1 degree, right? Going in a straight line like that, if you shift 0.1 degree, over time, you end up in a completely different direction. So for me, what motivates me is to see people succeed in whatever goal or dream or vision that they want to. And when my clients set a goal and they achieve it, we celebrate together, because for me, that is what success is, and that gives me a lot of joy. Why did I choose to use my business to help others? I've always been the kind of person who's always helping, and I think it's because at 9 years old, my father died at 9 years old, and at 9 years old, being the eldest son, I automatically became the head of the family. And so I had an older sister, and a younger brother, and a younger sister. And my mom, my father died the Wednesday, and my mom gave birth the Tuesday. And so my father died one day after my mom gave birth. And so from 9 years old, I had to take responsibility for my siblings and helping my mom, etc. And then we moved to live with our grandmother because we kind of lost everything that we had. We moved from a middle class, pretty much a middle class family, to living in the village with my grandmother, using like an outhouse with a hole for a toilet, and walking to the river to catch water, and tying up goats and stuff like that. And I had other cousins living there as well, and I've always been the one who has been helping them with their homework, helping to take care of them. So I guess I kind of socialized in that kind of environment where I was always helping and supporting and ensuring that others were developed and got better. But the biggest thing came to me when I actually came to the UK to work, and I realized that in most of the companies that I worked, I was the only person of color at that level, at the senior level or the boardroom level. And I figured that there was something wrong with this picture. There was just something wrong with that narrative. And so in all the companies that I've worked, I've always spent time to seek out those, whether or not they're from an ethnic background or Caucasian, just reach out to those to try and figure out, how can I help you to make your career better? How can I help you to grow and to achieve what you want? And so I believe strongly that is my inclination. I believe strongly that's the purpose that God has put me here on this earth to do. And this came home vividly after my aneurysm in 2015, that this is what I'm supposed to do. And so therefore, I gave up my corporate gigs and I gave up my other businesses, and just decided that since I know now, I know that this is my purpose and this is my calling, I'm going to spend the rest of my life just doing that. Just ensuring that I help others to create amazing, to become the best versions of themselves, to build empires so that they can make a dent in this world that cannot be easily be repaired.